How's it going, everyone? Today, we're going to reveal to you the new project car. So what it is, it's a 2005 PT Cruiser Turbo. And as you can see, it's nothing special, nothing beautiful, but you know what it was? It was cheap. It was $150, and it's got 170,000 miles on it. And all it really needs is brakes and a power steering pump, and it'll go. There's a couple other things that need to be fixed, like the rockers are rotted out, and I just kind of swiped those out. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I have had this for a while. You've probably seen it parked in the background. So I actually bought it a year ago, and we're actually, gonna give it a start now. We're gonna get it running tonight. We're gonna drop it off to a friend's. He's gonna do the power steering pump because it's in a bit of a pain in the ass location, and I'm not sure if it's just a pump, the lines, the overflow, the filler, whatever, or the whole system. So I'm just gonna have him do it, and it'll be taken care of, and that'll be that. But I do have some good plans with the car. It's a 2.4 cylinder turbo. Now it's not the GT, it's a touring edition, so it has about, I think it's like 30 to 40 less horsepower and equal less amount of torque than it would normally. So I believe it's, don't quote me, like 190 instead of 230 and whatnot. But it is what it is. For 150 bucks, I can't really complain. Gonna do a little bit of work to it and fix it up, and I don't know, maybe sell it, have another backup, like I really need another one. But you know what, like I said, for 150 bucks, I can probably fix a few things and turn around and sell it and make a little bit of profit. I actually already swapped out the front fender, and the previous owner, it was his grandfather's, and he actually drove into a snowbank, bending the intercooler. As you can see right there, the intercooler is all dented up, and I cut out the lower fascia a little bit because I wanted to be able to see the intercooler. That's actually how I found out that it was bent up. I actually went out and I bought a new, well, not a new one, one out of the junkyard. And upon inspection, when I went to go change it, when I had the front bumper off, I found that the brace right there was already bent. And it was a little bit more than I wanted, a little bit more time than I wanted to spend on the car that night. It was already getting dark and whatnot, so I got the front fender done. I put everything back together, and then I just haven't done it since. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get my buddy to do it while it's at his shop. And other than that, what I was thinking would be cool about it is if you look at the car, look at the overall shape. There is something in the professional racing world that has a similar shape, not identical, a similar shape. And what I was thinking was, how awesome would this look on a Jeep frame with 35s? Anyone see where I'm going with this? Yes, obviously the lifted route, but the car I'm talking about is Gravedigger. So if you were to, blot out these windows right here and whatnot, give it a more flat back, and the round red headlights in the front, you would see that this does have a Gravedigger feel. So I think that would be pretty cool. So if we were to lift it, put it on some bigger tires, and do a full Gravedigger wrap, that I think this car would look amazing. And for its age, the interior, unlock. The interior is actually not too bad. It's in good shape. It's clean. There aren't any tears in it. So it's sort of a no-brainer for $150. All the power all the power equipment work. You know, those little faded right here, but raise it up. The shocks are a little getting old and whatnot. This one sticks on this side a little bit. That was the pop you heard, but again, it works. It's holding it up. You can see plenty of trunk space. There's the stuff for the oil. There's the intercooler that I got. As you can see, it's, you know, not as bent. There's just a little bit on the bottom part over there, but other than that, overall, so as you can see right there, it's in great shape. You know, and you saw in the engine bay, everything looked good over there. Now we come over to this side, you know, clean. Well, I mean, it could use another vacuum, but you know, overall, the interior, you don't see any tears. It's not horrendous. You know, this is a $3,000 car all day once the power steering's done. You know, I already did the brakes. I swapped the brakes last year. You know, they're a little rusty from sitting, but I over the winter, I did have it parked. I put some wood under it to keep the tires up, you know, from sinking in. As you can see, when I backed out, got a little mud on this side. But you know what? The car starts right up. Let's get in and I'll show you what I mean. 174, 126 for mileage. Now, there you go. Started right up. So, you know, it's got an aftermarket radio. Nothing pretty, but works for what it is. All the power works. You know, can't really complain about that. The heating works really nice. The rear heater, the rear windshield wiper is going. Oh yeah, and there we go. We got full. The wiper is actually, you can see it's wiping and spraying. So I can't really complain about that. But it's good. Some of the cool things about the PT Cruiser is that they get a lot of crap for being, you know, poorly built, a little ugly little car. But, you know, they went with the retro gangster styling with this car, you know, and which is pretty interesting because it's actually not that bad. The sunroof it's got works really good. It opens and closes. It's got plenty of storage. Here's a little bin right there, and another one right over here. And it even has the old CD slots for when we used to have CDs. And in the back, even tapes, because, you know, this was during the CD tape player changeover. You know, and speaking of changeover, here's some stuff for change right here. No center console. You got the armrests. You know, you got a cup holder here, two more there, another one right there with, you know, a couple of little dishes and places to hold stuff in. The rear window upper downer thingies are right in here. So overall, not a bad little car. You know, we have a child and another one on the way. So what I'd like to do is have some fun with it, do a little bit of things so that way you guys get to enjoy the channel. Or maybe, you know what, there's modernperformance.com. When I had my Caliber SRT4, they actually sell stuff for this car, so I can probably get another 200 horsepower just in bolt-ons out of it. You know, freshen up the motor a little bit, put some wider wheels and tires, maybe stiffen the suspension, but it actually pretty stiff as it is. Now, I'm not talking about turning it a full-out race car, but, you know, maybe something we can have some fun with, do some burnouts. Front-wheel drive burnouts are pretty cool. And, you know, we can do some row nuts. For those of you that don't know, row nuts are donuts in reverse. Reverse donuts. Well, you know what? I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I'm trying to keep to my promise of keeping up with videos every week. And, you know, I want to make them good quality videos. So, here we are. We've got a 2005 PT Cruiser, which is going to be, you know, I don't know what it's going to be, but I can tell you this. It's going to have my signature side pipe, location, exit, exhaust. The other cars that I have, the muffler, the gas tanks, they have now been moved to like the sides and whatnot, so it sort of gets in the way. But I do believe I can get side pipes out both sides on this. And who knows, if the channel does really, really well, and I decide to blow some stupid money And who knows, maybe we'll Hellcat this. And you know what? If we start doing really well, let's put it this way. I guarantee you, if I start making lots of money, I will add a second channel to this one. I'll call it Hellcat Everything. And every car that I get, I will get Hellcat motors and put them inside all of them. I don't care what it is. Even if I got to put it in the back, yeah, that's what I'll have to do. But again, that's all dependent on you guys. Don't have enough money to do that on my own. But if that's something that you guys want to see, you million subscribers would be cool. I'll do that. Every car that I get for a project car will put a Hellcat motor in every one of them. Let's get there, guys and ladies. So, till next time, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, be well, stay safe.